Boy, what a year it has been. When I did this reading last year, I never in my wildest dreams thought that this year was going to turn out to be like this. What a year it has been. We have survived though. So same thing as last year, I'm going to be doing a pick a card prediction for you for the upcoming year. What energies are coming your way, what blessings are coming your way, all that kind of good stuff. If you are interested in a more personal version of this reading, I offer that on my website at 8thhousestudio.com. I can do a one card pull that represents the year ahead for you, or I could do a full-on reading. I think right now I have a code which is 21% off with the code OX, OX, because next year is the year of the ox. If you are interested in joining my Patreon, I do weekly pick-up cards on there for you as well as other things. And if you are a member, I'm already doing a one card personally for you for the upcoming year. So lots of fun stuff over there. So let's make 2020 our okay. All right, so let's get into the reading. All right, so here we have 3 choices to pick from for 2021. We have a feather for group number 1. We have a palmistry hand, and we have a palo santo with the word ground carved into it. All right, so for those of you who pick the feather, we're going to find out what energies surround your upcoming year. So first of all, I would say that there's a lot of communications that you are making on a spiritual sense with your higher self, your ancestors, your guides, your angels, whatever you believe in. There's going to be a lot of signs and synchronicities being presented to you. First of all, the feather represents that there's like a guardian angel of some sort guiding you on your path. It might be someone who may have passed away that is trying to encourage you to keep pushing and keep moving forward. The other thing that I see is that there could be some traveling that you're going to be doing. Now, I know with the current climate, I don't know how possible that is going to be, but there's some sort of a journey that I feel that you are going to go on. The other thing that I see with the feather is the fact that there is first of all, divine connection, a spiritual awakening of some sort, but also that you are able to see things from high above, from a different perspective, right? So you might have a great idea that's going to take you to heights that you have never even imagined for yourself, or you know, that you are able to solve problems from a different type of perspective. You might be changing the way that you view yourself or the way that you view your life in general. So there's some changes here coming. There's movements, right, with the feather. What I would like to do is I would like to pull each card for the whole entire year. So each card, excuse me, what am I trying to say here? One card that represents each month for 2021. So we're going to be pulling 12 first. Okay. So the year starts with the star. Okay. And then we have for February, we have the 4 Pentacles. Okay. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the full card. So I'm just going to keep pulling here. January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm a little rusty. Okay, so here we go. I want to talk about each month real quick and the energies that surround it. And then we're going to put these cards away. And then we'll take a look at each theme of 2021 for you, as far as your career, your spirituality, your relationships and obstacles and all that kind of stuff. We're going to get to that in just a second. And I realize you can't really see the cards, but let's see, let's do it this way. And then of course I will be also talking about I'll be showing you each card as I talk about them. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. So with the Star card representing January, what I see for you is innovation. There is some sort of a movement towards your future aspirations and goals that I see coming up in January for you. And as with last year when I did this reading, it might be a little bit of a long reading. I don't know if you want to take notes or put this on in the background while you do other things, blah, 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 yada, yada. You can always come back to it as well. Leave your choices down below in the comment section so that you can find your comment when you come back to it. I know a lot of people did that last year. But anyways, with the Star card, what I see for you is some sort of a great idea that comes to you. And I also feel that in January, there's a sense of community, right? The Star card being in Aquarius, there is a sense of you wanting to be philanthropic, you wanting to help other people surrounding you, you're wanting to make life better for other people, right? You have some great ideas that can improve other people's lives in general. So that's what I see for you here as well. So there's some goal setting. You know, the Star card talks about goals and how you're going to carry these things out. So obviously at the beginning of the year, a lot of us will have sort of a New Year's resolution or whatever. So that's the sort of energy that I see with the Star card here. Now in February here with the Four of Pentacles, what I see for you is a great need for you to step outside of your comfort zone. For some of you guys, I see a little bit of a problem with budgeting. Okay. There might be some financial burdens that come up for you in February, but the great thing about these readings is, first of all, it's a general reading, so take it or leave it, right? Obviously. And second of all, it can be sort of a warning for you. So start thinking about your finances, start balancing out different aspects of your life to a point where you don't feel overburdened by them, okay? Scheduling is important, planning is important. Maybe you want to get yourself a little planner at the beginning of the year. I was like, I'm so into planners, and last year I didn't even, or for this year rather, I didn't even buy one because I just sort of kind of got the feeling that I didn't really need one. And I also went digital, but at the same time I was just like, not much planning happening this year for me with regards to, social stuff. Anyways, besides that, the Four of Pentacles is, I feel like it's kind of telling you in February the need for you to balance things, the need for you to plan ahead, to oversee your budget and to take care of each aspect of your life, to take care of your health. And what I also feel is like, you don't want to be overly spending to the point where you regret your purchases later on or whatever, or your investments. And at the same time, I want you to feel that it is okay for you to step outside of your comfort zone. The Four of Pentacles can talk about feeling overprotective or, staying up all hours of the night, stressing about your situation. So balance is key here. March, we have the Five of Swords. And what I see for you here is the need for you to step away from situations that no longer make you feel that it is worthwhile. Okay. Even if you have won the situation, it sort of makes you feel like, what was the purpose? You know what I mean? So I don't know in what area it is. Of course, later on, we're going to take a look at each aspect of your life, your relationships, your career, blah, 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 right? We're going to take a look at each of that. But as an overall energy, the Five of Swords indicates that there could be some abrupt changes coming into your life, but these are also changes that are bringing in some sort of a freedom in your life. So at the same time, it might make you feel that, firsthand, sorry, I need to breathe. I feel like I'm talking real fast. I always do this during readings. But like at the same time, it might feel like, oh my gosh, this is like destructive. This is just, it's just a mess. But at the same time, what it's doing for you, it is clearing a blockage for you to get closer to your desired outcome. Okay, if that makes sense. I'm just adjusting the microphone here, making sure that it is plugged in. I don't want audio problems. But the Five of Swords really is like there being a lot on your mind and it's no longer worth it. Something that you may have been once invested in is no longer in alignment with you. Therefore, you might be manifesting either consciously or subconsciously a change in your life, and you will be presented with some sort of a change. Now, the 5 is also the Mercury. This is your sense of communication. You're improving your sense of communication. It might be that your communication kind of gets you in trouble, or there might be some miscommunications coming up in March. So be really mindful of what you speak into existence and how you present yourself to the outside world. The Fool being here for April, I do see a beginning for you, a optimistic new beginning, and you're going to take a leap of chance to try something new. That's what I see here in April. Now, going into May here, we have the Moon card reverse. Something needs to come to the surface. It is time for you to be truthful with something and admit something in your life here. The Moon card being reversed, this is a Cancerian energy. This is the moon, right? So this is a side of yourself that you really need to kind of reflect on. In May, I see a lot of reflection coming up for you, but there is also a need for you to be very honest and truthful with where you wish to take your life moving forward. You might have to kind of step up to the plate and again, go outside of your comfort zone and try something that might scare you for a bit. You might be feeling extremely sensitive in May. Something could be happening that makes you very, very sensitive. But at the same time, the moon is asking you for a need, or to pay attention to your needs, you know, to your emotional and your mental needs, right? So that's what it's kind of asking there. But also, you know, very vivid dreams might be coming to you in May. And yeah, there could be some signs being presented to you during the dream state. Okay, now 6 of Swords to me indicates that there is some kind of a movement here. So earlier we talked about with the feather that there's like a journey, there's a movement, and what you are doing is you're working on your mental health. In June, I think you are prioritizing your mental health to the point that you are deciding to kind of focus on your belief systems and what is going to help you sort of feel more calm and clear, that there is some direction in your life. Okay, so you're focusing on movement, you're focusing on direction, you're focusing on peace and calm, and to a better state of mind. Okay, so yeah, there's some kind of movement there. And coming up in July, I just want to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, in July. The Death card being reversed, this is a Scorpio energy. What I see for you is a hesitancy to transform something. Maybe there is a sort of a kind of that you're kind of scared to move on from something. Maybe you are kind of scared to enter a new beginning in your life. I don't know which aspect this might be talking about, but as a keyword, if you're writing this down, it is a hesitancy to transform. Is it a hesitancy to end something in order to begin something? It's a hesitancy to face the truth. Okay, and so there is some kind of energy related to that. We're going into the Lovers here, so there's a need for you to realign yourself with what you feel your soul is asking you to do. These are correlations or relationships that, not correlations, maybe like relations. What is the word I'm trying to look for? There's some kind of a relationship here, okay? I mean, it could be platonic, it could be romantic, it could really be anything that you feel an association to that you might need to revisit or reflect on, because in the end, it might not be so much in alignment with your, you know, with your higher self. Maybe there is some kind of a change there coming up where maybe something that you felt close to once is no longer sort of a healing presence, but a disruptive presence. Okay, the 6 to me, you know, this is very, very Venus energy as well. So this is about it could be relationship, it could be romantic, right? But it could also be that something no longer gives you that comfort or security or just in general joy anymore. It no longer gives you that feeling of it being worthwhile, if you know what I mean. So maybe there is some kind of a miscommunication or distance that you feel from this specific thing. I hear noises outside. But regardless, yeah, that's what I see here. Now, yeah, I think that's it. And then with the 9 of Pentacles being here, in September, right? September, October, November, December. Okay, interesting. 9 being in the position of September. 9 of Pentacles is some sort of a satisfaction that you're going to be feeling, in particular in areas related to material or your environment or your body or your health, something of that sort, something that makes you feel really grounded. I think a particular goal that you have set in motion or a seed that you have planted, you're going to start to see the results in around September. Okay, so if you keep at it, I do want to remind you with the Saturn and Jupiter going back and forth in Capricorn and Saturn being in the sign of Capricorn when it's in its own sign, but then Jupiter going back and forth. April it's going to leave, and then September is going to come back again in the sign of Capricorn. It is hard work that will pay off in the end. Okay, we're moving away from just putting it out into the universe and not worrying about it to actually putting in the effort behind the results that you would like to see. So that with the 9 of Pentacles, it reassures you that your results are guaranteed if you put in the effort, the motivation and energy behind what it is that you're trying to bring into your life. So the 9 of Pentacles shows me that there's some satisfaction and confidence that you feel about the results that you are seeing in your life. Now, with the 8 of Pentacles being here, I would say that, you know, it being reversed, don't slack. October, you might feel a little bit lazy, you're kind of slacking, or maybe, you know, you're no longer invested, or it goes from kind of an extreme here. I feel for some reason you're kind of feeling detached. I would say don't get too comfortable with the 9 of Pentacles, okay? Yes, good for you, pat on the back, you're doing a lot of good stuff, but at the same time, you know, don't just see the results and just say, okay, that's it, because there's still a need for you to push. There's still a need for you to put in the effort, okay? So the 8 of Pentacles is just kind of saying, maybe you're taking a little bit of a break, maybe you're taking a vacation, maybe you're just taking a little breather and stepping away from work, but at the same time, this is temporary. There is a need for you to get back to it. That is fine. And you know, maybe you're just kind of taking a break. That's fine too, right? With the 4 of Wands being here in November, there's some kind of a celebration. Of course, there is a commitment here as well that I see. 4 of Wands being, you know, a happy home environment, a nurturing relationship, a commitment that you're going to go into, and passion that you share with another person, or just in you building a solid foundation for your future in general, whether it's a relationship or whether it's your work, whatever it is, something that you're extremely attracted to and passionate about. That is what the 4 of Wands talks about. But of course, with the 4 of Wands, what I think about immediately is like the roots, right? It's your roots, it's your family, it's your ancestors, it's your ties to the people that you care about, it's your history, right? And it is what supports you as you move along to your dream and your path. So just, you know, being grateful for the time being, be grateful for your, you know, immediate environment and your just being happy in the moment. That's what I see for the 4 of Wands here. So it could be something to do with your home as well, of course. Knight of Swords being in December, what I see for you is a need for you to just pump the brakes, okay? Knight of Swords to me, when it's upright, is there's like very fast communication coming in, or there's an action that you're taking, or there's a immediate like 180 in your belief about something, or your idea that you have about something. And the Knight of Swords is kind of saying, hey, pump the brakes before you take, you know, action that you might regret later on. Just sit with it for a while. It's okay. You got time. Everything that's meant to happen will happen in divine timing. Okay. So that's sort of the overall energy of the month to month of 2021. And then we're going to take a look at each aspect that surrounds your life. Okay. We're going to focus in on that. Just give me a moment here to shuffle. Oh, the feather is flying away. It wants to hide. Okay. Okay. 2021 for group number 1 with the feather. 2021 group number 1, feather. Okay, here we go. Splitting the deck. Oh, that one wants to stay out. So that's your energy for 2020. We're going to pull another one for 2020. Okay. I'm just going to lay down the spread here and then we're going to get into talking about it. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at 2020 for you. All right. Now, I do see that 2020 was there was a spiritual transformation. There was a change, definite change, from the beginning of 2020 to the end where we are here today. You may have gone through a massive transformation. You may have gone through a change in your association with other people, including but not limited to romantic relationships or just in general relationships. With the Six of Swords being here, there was a definite movement for sure that I saw in 2020 for you. You had to come out of something that was devastating. You had to come out of something that was earth-shattering for some of you guys. Maybe for some of you guys it wasn't that serious, but basically you have had to work so much on your mental health. I'm with you. I think for all of us collectively, we had to go through a lot. We had to really face the truth and we had to, work through times of uncertainty. So we experienced a lot of changes. We saw a lot of changes here, right? But ultimately, I think you were prioritizing your mental health and you were taking care of that to a better state of your mind and whatever that means. I feel like that doesn't make any sense, but I hope it makes sense to you. You kept pushing, you kept moving forward, and you are rewarded for this. And I just want to say that 2021 will offer you a lot more clarity, okay? If you felt that this year was a waste or that, that it didn't quite go the way that you wanted it to, don't worry about it. Things in 2021 will improve on a massive scale, okay? You did what you had to do. You took care of yourself. And I love that for you. With the Lovers being reversed here too as a sort of, again, 2020 energy here, I want to show you these cards here. I feel like there was a split here. Okay, there was a split here. Double six energy. You had to do a lot of healing. You had to be there for other people, or you had to kind of pay attention to your needs, your basic needs, and you took care of yourself. That was beautiful. Continue to do that. Continue to heal, and whatever you had to break free from was the change that you needed. Okay, it may not seem like it at the moment, but at the same time, it happened for a reason, and it happened so that you can find more peace in your life. With the Strength card being here to represent 2021 for you, what I see is transformation. Of course, the Strength card is the Sun, right? So this is your ego, this is your personality, your outlook. This is this is you stepping up to the leadership or authority figure in your life, or you stepping up to the plate in different aspects of your life, whether it's your career or just in general, you're taking charge, which is beautiful, right? But at the same time, it's the number 8. So you will go through a lot of transformations, okay? You will go through a lot of transformations. And speaking of which, the number 8, I feel is also the hard work that you're putting in being paid off in a material sense as well. You're going to experience success, and you will see a side of yourself that I feel like you never thought that you could be. This to this energy, what I feel like is you're going to be very proud of the changes and transformation that you're going to go through in 2021, because it's all for growth. Okay. What do I see here? Oh, okay. So the Two of Pentacles here as a focus is decision making. I feel that in 2021, there are going to be a lot of decisions that you're going to have to make. But ultimately, the compass in which you decide to make these decisions has to be based on you and you only. There will be a lot of outside noise, okay? There will be a lot of like waves of ups and downs, but ultimately you have to stay balanced and you have to make the decision that is best for you. The two is the moon, right? So this is, you have to reflect within. You have to go with your emotion. You have to go with your intuition. You have to go with what you feel is the best decision for you and your higher self. So ultimately there is a major decision that you're going to have to make in 2021, but make it based on not the outside noise, but in your inner voice, okay? Three of Swords being here in your obstacle. You might have to go through some sort of a heartbreak. You might have to go through an experience in 2021, which ultimately, for some reason, this Three of Swords, right, is looking like the Grinch to me. You know, the Grinch when, of course, it's almost Christmas, so maybe that's why I'm thinking about the Grinch. But the Grinch, the heart grows stronger, or the bigger. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? The Grinch, right? His heart grows bigger, and it like hurts when his heart grows bigger, because he's feeling, you know, he cannot be numb anymore. He can't just ignore what it's like to feel happy and to be in love and all that kind of experiencing joy in life, right? So the Three of Swords is like, as an obstacle, you can't be numb anymore. There are some situations that will come into your life that will make you feel on a massive scale, but also changes the way that you view things. It gives you intellect and wisdom and knowledge through these experiences. That is why the Three of Swords is the swords, because ultimately it's a teaching moment. It's a moment for you to take actions that is in your best interest. Is a moment for you to make decisions based on what you have experienced to know what may come in the future, right? So we learn from our experience, we learn from our failures, we learn from all of that stuff, but still we get back up and try again. So the Three of Swords tells me that it's not going to kill you. It's not going to end you, but it is going to expand your heart. It's going to expand. The three is a Jupiter, so it expands it. It makes you learn. It makes you, see things in a different way. It makes you become philosophical and spiritual with the way that you view things. So whatever experience that you might go through, it is not going to be the end of the world, but it will strengthen you and it will give you the wisdom that you need to move forward, okay? So there might be some heartbreak there that I see. Queen of Swords here is in your lesson again. So you're going to wield the swords that once stabbed you but didn't kill you. Okay, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. I always say that with the Three of Swords. It's like when it rains, it pours, but it's ultimately the Queen of Swords is yielding the sword. So as a lesson, I feel that there's something that you are doing to improve your skill set. Okay, so first of all, yes, it's the experience that you're going to go through, but there is a belief that you have about something. There's knowledge that you're requiring. There's mental clarity that you have to take necessary big actions in your life. So like I said, with the Two of Pentacles, you're going to have to make a decision. And what I feel is that you're making a decision, and I feel that you feel very, very strong in your convictions when you make this change in your life. But the Page of Swords here being your gift, I believe that this is a self-initiated change that you're going to be making. There is some kind of an action that you're going to be making. And I feel that for some reason you have outgrown a certain belief system or association to where you are moving forward, and you're making the necessary steps to initiate your own change and communication. So you're improving your communication skills here as well as you acquiring a new set of skills. King of Swords, so you're learning something, and you know, I feel like you're learning something, you're taking lessons, something of that sort, or you're improving. King of Swords being here, a lot of swords energy here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And a King of Swords is in the position of your growth. Okay, so again, I feel it's more on an internal level, that there are skill sets that you're working on. There is an improvement in communication, and what you feel that you are no longer in alignment with, or what you felt had controlled your mental health or controlled kind of your thought process, not in the most high vibration of ways, you're moving away from. And so you're outgrowing something here. Okay, you're outgrowing something that once held control over you, and you're, you know, walking into empowerment. Knight of Wands being here in terms of your relationships. I'm just going to say it. My channel is more geared towards 18 plus. I don't do any readings for people who are under 18. So the Knight of Wands kind of tells me that there might be a lot of physical connections that you make with people, or there's an attraction there that you're kind of withholding. There might be someone who's attracted to you physically, but is not really, you know, outwardly showing that, or maybe there's just a lot of physical attraction here that you're exuding and you're just kind of showing to the world. Whatever it is, that's what I see here. As well as you kind of working on your passions, it reflecting outwardly, because I think you're working on yourself. When it's reversed like this, sometimes I feel that it is talking more in an internal sense. So you're working on what you are passionate about, and it's kind of exuding outwardly. To where, you know, when someone is really passionate about something, and someone is really dedicated to something, there's a certain sense of attractiveness that also kind of gets seeped outwardly. And so the Knight of Wands kind of shows me that as well. But you know, be very clear as to what sort of relationships you are going into, because it might just start off physically, or maybe they're, you know, might be a little bit shallow in a sense. So you know, communicate clearly what it is that you are looking for in a relationship. Four of Wands being here in terms of your spirituality, I also see that although this relationship right here, the Knight of Wands, kind of worries me here, because there's like a fast attraction that doesn't get, I feel like it just goes a little too fast, you know what I'm saying? But the Four of Wands kind of shows me as well here in your spirituality that you could find somebody in your life in 2021 that you feel a strong spiritual connection to. I mean, it could be a friendship, you know, it could be someone that is very close to you. It could be romantic as well. It could be really anything. But the Four of Wands shows me that your home is going to be a very spiritual sanctuary, meaning that a lot of your spiritual connections, rituals, messages, signs, synchronicities will come to you in the home environment. Therefore, you know, when you're just sitting around in the house, you might feel, oh, there's like a message coming through, or maybe it's coming through from your ancestors, maybe it's your family members, right? All that kind of stuff. So I see you building an altar if you're somebody who has that in your life. Maybe, you know, maybe there's some kind of a spiritual ritual or routine that you're going to start around the home. And so keep your home clean and tidy and inviting, and protect your energy around the house and all that kind of stuff. But there could be some commitment, a spiritual connection coming to you that is long lasting as well. Okay. Three of Wands tells me here in your career that you're kind of rethinking your options. I think that you're in the waiting stages, or you're in the kind of thinking stages and planning stages where you're like, okay, what do I do now? But with the Three of Wands, timing is key. Okay, that's how I kind of see it. So you know how they say, oh, that ship has sailed long time ago. So just be very mindful of the timing in which you do things in your career. Okay. Meaning that don't be extremely hesitant to where you're kind of scared to take a risk, because then it could be like, okay, that ship has sailed, but at the same time, don't jump the gun. Okay. Don't go too fast to where you're feeling rushed. It all has to be in alignment and in balance and all of that. So there's a big decision you're going to have to make, but at the same time, you don't want to wait too long and you don't want to jump the gun either. So be mindful of the timing which you do things in your career. Okay. I also think that you have been waiting on some sort of an opportunity in your career that could be coming in. Okay. A lot of opportunities are coming in with the Three of Wands, right? This is a person that's kind of on the edge, watching the ships come and go. So the ships represent an opportunity. There are a lot of opportunities coming to you, but it's never going to be the most perfect time to do something. Sometimes you just got to take a risk, right? But just kind of think it through. And this the planning stages, okay? 10 of Wands, okay? In your, just in general, your well-being, okay? Spiritual well-being. That's what I tend to look at the 10 of Wands as in this situation, is to not push yourself too much, okay? Take a break, reflect. That's all right. You know, maybe there is a change of direction here as well that you're going to be making in the way that you approach your spiritual health. Okay, that's what I see. And let's see if there's any other messages here with the Oracle. I am kind of like drifting away from Oracle. That's kind of a phase I'm going through. Of course, I know I'll come back to it. But so let's see. Oh, Rebirth. Okay, there you go. Rebirth. Okay. So we got a butterfly here. And of course, it represents transformation and rebirth. There is a change. There is a metamorphosis. There is a leveling up of some sort that you're doing. But because 2 is more of an emotional level, right? It's the moon. You're reflecting on all of the phases you have gone through. You're reflecting on your growth and kind of just rethinking things. And on an intuitive level too, and a very spiritual level, there's a rebirth that you're experiencing. Okay, I think I'm just going to pull that one. That's all I'm feeling pulled to pull, for lack of a better word. So that is your reading, group number 1. Okay, so group number 2, the way that I'm going to be doing this reading is, if I can grab a hold of my cards, is that I'm going to be pulling one card that represents each month for you coming up. We're going to take a look at the overall energy month to month, and then we're going to put the cards away again and pull each card that represents different aspects of your life, like your spirituality, your relationships, your career, and all that kind of stuff, okay? So it might be a little bit of a long reading as usual. When it comes to these year ahead readings, they can get a bit long. So play it in the background or leave your choice in the comment section down below so you can come back to it and reflect on it. You can take notes as well if you like. I know some people did that last year. So let's get into this reading here for group number 2, whoever picked the palm. So you're deciding your fate. You could be getting into the occult, you could be diving more into spirituality or different divinations. You'll be looking into maybe astrology, palmistry, tarot. Maybe this is a year that you're wanting to learn more about it, or you're just like brushing up on your skills, you're learning about it and you're adding to your already existing skill set. Whatever it is, I feel like things are coming into alignment and a very fateful situation will come into 2021, where in the future you'll be looking back at it and saying, oh, that was the moment that everything changed. Okay, so something big along those lines as well. Okay, so let's get into this reading. Month to month for group number 2, whoever picked the palmistry, palm, please. Something is fate. Fate, okay? That's what I keep hearing here. Month to month for group number 2. All right. All right, let's go. All right. So there's 2 parts to this reading. The first part is the month to month. Okay. I'm just going to be pulling the cards and then I'll talk about them in a second. All right. So, January, strength, 6 of Pentacles. For February, March, 6 of Cups, and the Sun for April. Okay, Page of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups, 8 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the 3 of Cups reversed. All right, so here's your month to month here as an overall energy. Of course, later on, we're going to dive into different aspects of your life in a more detailed way. But the energies that surround each month, we're starting with January here with the Strength card. There is, you know, what I see for you with this is that you are coming out of your shell. You're trying things that you once were intimidated by. You are finding that inner strength and empowerment through trying things and coming out of your shell in general, right? And with the Strength card, it is the Sun. So this is your identity, your personality, your ego, how you put yourself out into the world, stepping into your leadership and authority, taking authority over something, right? So that's beautiful in January. So 6 of Pentacles here in February would show to me that there is a side of you that is feeling philanthropic and kind and compassionate. So you're wanting to heal the world by kind of asking yourself what I can do for other people. So this could be your family members, your friends, or just kind of like stepping into more of a giving mood, you know, more of that. But the 6 of Pentacles to me also shows that there is some abundance coming to you, right? Very Venus energy, like material wealth could be coming to you in February as well. 6 of Cups, lots of 6 energy here. Would show to me that in March, there is you're working on your inner child. Maybe there is someone from your past returning. Maybe it's your past life that you feel a strong connection to. But overall, you are nurturing your inner child. You're doing things that are creative, that you are finding joy and fun in doing. So that is beautiful. There's a genuine, pure connection, okay, that you feel towards another person, or that you feel towards just anything in your life, which is a hobby that you are kind of going back to. Maybe it's something that you abandoned before and you're going back to it and you're finding more of an emotional connection to it this time, you know, whatever it is. And then the Sun card that is for April shows to me, again, with the Sun energy, that there is a connection. It could be your father, right? There is like a father figure or older masculine energy that there is a connection to. With the Sun, this is your soul. This is your Atma, your soul. So there is a definite soul connection and something that is being ignited. And there's some authority, there's leadership. It could be a boss, okay, or you're stepping into you're leveling up in your career of some sort. That could be something that could be happening here as well. Okay, so with the Page of Cups being here for May, what I see for you here is some sort of an emotional new beginning. Of course, it could be a fulfillment of some sort, something you have put out into the universe that you're starting to see opportunities come in for, and you feel really great about it. So it's emotional new beginning here, whatever it may be. We might find out later on when we dive deep into each aspect. 10 of Pentacles to me would show that in June, so that's June, right? Sorry, I'm a little bit rusty. Okay, June. What I see for you in June is that there is an investment that you're making. Okay, this is long term, guys. With Saturn being in Capricorn and sidereal, what I see for you is that there is something long term that you are willing to dedicate your energy, time, and effort into. And the work that you are putting in pays off. So, but it's an immediate result of the work that you're putting in. It doesn't come without that, right? So the Ten of Pentacles shows me that there's something long lasting in terms of an investment that you're making, okay, in your life, in yourself, in your future. And there's a lot of happiness and, you know, a lot of good results coming from that. July, what I see for you is the Two of Pentacles. You're going to have to make a decision, okay? Don't be swayed too much from the outside world to your external circumstances. Always be in alignment with your inner compass, but you will have to make some sort of a decision, or you might feel a little bit indecisive about something. Knight of Swords shows to me in August is that there is some kind of an action you're making. You might have a new ideas that you want to pursue, or maybe there is some kind of fast movement and communication coming through. Okay, so you have this mental clarity. Don't feel rushed into it. There might be a change coming in a very fast manner. Regardless of that, I feel if you are the one that feels a little bit rushed about something, there's always time, okay? There's always time. Or you might have to make a rush decision. That's why maybe this energy with the Two of Pentacles is coming up. Queen of Cups for September would tell me that you feel very emotionally balanced. You feel, you know, very connected with your inner feminine side. You're feeling creative, nurturing, and you just feel very, very satisfied in September, whatever it is here that's making you feel this way. But, this is great for spirituality and creativity. Eight of Wands here. This would show me that in October, there is fast communication and change coming to you. Eight would indicate a transformation. So whatever it is that's coming to you in a very fast manner here in October will ignite some sort of a transformation, okay, and a new beginning. The Eight of Wands also kind of shows me that it's not only something that you're passionate about, but something that could also bring in material wealth as well. So this is kind of good energy here. There could be traveling as well. The Hierophant shows me that in November that wow, this is a very look at this Hierophant. Okay, it's not gonna focus. I want you, what do you feel that this is telling you? I know it's not focusing. Ugh, something happened to my camera. But anyways, the Hierophant, of course, in November, I think that there is some ancient knowledge. There's wisdom that you're obtaining. You feel very intuitive. You feel that you are ready to kind of step into an authority position. Maybe there is some kind of a commitment that you're making, some kind of a, you know, belief that is being incited in you. Maybe, you know, there's some sort of an alignment with that. Yeah, that's what I see here. But with the Hierophant, it's more towards a leadership or authority figure, or you stepping into it, or you're having to deal with it, or maybe there's a commitment or some kind of a change coming to you, okay? This is spiritual, but also in a more religious way as well. So, you know, maybe it's like tradition, maybe it's, I don't know what it is, but that's what I see for you here. This Hierophant is confusing me a little bit with the three faces. I don't know why I have three faces. Trying to kind of understand what it's saying, but ultimately it's in a very traditional way, or maybe it's, yeah, I don't know what it's trying to say, to be honest with you. Something's being communicated to you though, okay? Three of Cups here for December would kind of show me that there is a disengagement. You're disengaging from something, because I feel that it's not quite good, right? Three of Cups can kind of present as a emotional blockage or third party, like something that is kind of blocking you from one thing to the other, kind of stepping in the way of you and this other thing, right? And it's kind of clouding your emotional environment. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of confused here in November and December. I think something's going to happen here where I feel like you know, you want to step away from gossip. You want to step away from pettiness. Maybe there's some kind of an association that is no longer in alignment with you. And so you're taking an independent route and you're walking away from something. But there is kind of a cloudy energy in December. Okay. I'm going to put these guys back. Sorry, it got kind of weird here towards the end. I don't know what that's kind of indicating here. All right, and then now we're going to look at like each aspect of 2021 for you. So for whoever picked the palm, '21. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the Death card, the High Priestess, 2 of Pentacles, the Hanged Woman, the Sun, the World, Page of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. All right. So as I talk about each card, I'll be showing it to you just in case you can't see it really well here. First of all, with the 3 of Pentacles being here and the 10 of Pentacles, there was a definite change that you had to make in 2020. So we're talking about this year's energy. As I speak, it's still 2020. So what that kind of shows me is that you have kind of, I feel, acquired the experience and the knowledge and the foundation necessary for you to feel comfortable to make some great changes in your life associated with your health, associated with your career and finances in general. So whatever kind of 2020 sort of prepared you for long-lasting change in your career or in the areas I mentioned earlier, but whatever happened this year prepared you for it, okay, for lack of better words. So there are skills that you have acquired, there are foundations that you have built that are going to be extremely helpful for you moving forward into investing in a more secure future for yourself. So that's beautiful. It didn't go unnoticed. It's not wasted. Whatever you had to go through this year was a necessary lesson. Okay. And what that has turned into are strengths moving forward. Because the 4 of Pentacles shows me as an overall energy for 2021, the year we are about to go into, is that whatever you were kind of scared of, unsure of, insecure about, you are finally kind of moving away from that, because the 4 shows me that these were kind of illusions. These were areas of your life that you felt confused about. Whatever it is, I think that you kind of are planting your feet firmly onto the ground and you're saying to yourself, okay, I'm ready to step outside of my comfort zone. I'm ready to step outside of this, phase in my life or this situation that makes me feel insecure. And I'm ready to invest in my future. Okay. So there might be a little bit, honestly, I think that there's going to be a change in your career. I'm going to be blunt. And if you can't lie to yourself anymore. Okay, straight up. Now, if that doesn't apply to you and you're like, what are you talking about, Anza? I'm really happy about my career. There could be a change coming to you, but it's all in alignment with your highest self. Okay, your higher self wants this change for you because it is kind of opening a road for you to feel more I think that you're telling yourself that you're not worth it. I think you might be scared about this, but ultimately you are worth more than whatever it is that you had to go through, or whatever it is that you are kind of worried about in general. So the Four of Pentacles asks you that in 2021, there will be situations coming up to rock the boat. There will be situations that come into your life in 2021 to disrupt the routine. But these are all things that are happening so that you can find something that you're more invested in, something that is going to help you grow. Okay? So there might be more hunger in investment in your future. Okay? Whatever that is. And then we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, this is in the position of your focus. Eight of Wands is telling you that there is fast movement and communication for your transformation. So focus is going to be on improving your communication skills. Again, you know, going to places you've never been before, stepping outside of your comfort zone, but it is all there for, you know, transformation for you. I think there are some changes in your interests, in your passions as well. Okay? And in particular, your interests or passions may lie in self-transformation. It might lie in, you know, initiating a new change. It might be in the areas of you working with other people's money, because the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles is like, you know, working with other people's money, investments, stuff of that sort. Maybe traveling. I don't know how much of that it will be permitted in 2021. I still have a feeling that it's kind of be the same as this year, but whatever that is, you know. The Death card here, being in the position of your obstacle. You're scared to make a change, okay? Like I said, you're kind of too worried about staying in your comfort zone, but there will be time and time again things that will come up in 2021 to rock the boat, to make you step outside of your comfort zone, to go outside of the routine, okay? To go outside of just like this safety zone. And I might repeat myself, but that is what I see here with the Death card. Your obstacle is that you might be scared to do something that's new, to allow this change in your life, okay? And as a lesson, we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is saying that you have a strong inner knowing. You have the intuition to back shit up, okay? For lack of a better word. You got all of that within you already. So it might be scary, right? To challenge. But your body wants it. Your soul wants it. And the life that you have always dreamt of requires taking chances and challenging yourself. So the High Priestess is saying here, the lesson is to lean more into your inner knowing, to lean more into your intuition, okay, to lean more into spirituality, to lean into acquiring knowledge that could be helpful for you, that can secure a foundation for you, whatever it is. The High Priestess is like knowledge, right? Knowledge. That's what I see for you here. Reflection. Okay. And with the Two of Pentacles being here, the Two of Pentacles being here, this is a position of your gift. So again, you are going to stop the process of self-doubt and indecision. And the gift is that you're going to be making a decision, or the decision will be made for you. Okay? And you sort of have to deal with it. That might sound a little harsh, but sometimes divine intervention. That's how I see the Two of Pentacles reverses, divine intervention. Because the Two of Pentacles is like, listen, take a crap or get off the pot, right? So make a decision. Okay, we don't have all day. If you can't make a decision, if you're too scared, then the decision will be made for you, but just know that it's divine intervention. It's happening for your highest good. The Hanged Woman being here in terms of your growth is, again, you know, you're grounding your vision. So we realize that you are highly intuitive and connected, right? You got a lot of these cards that talk about intuition, you know, connection to the divine. Just, you have a lot of inner knowing, but you doubt yourself a lot. There's signs and synchronicities being presented to you that you ignore a lot. So the Hanged Woman is in reverse, is saying, hey, it's time to put your feet on the ground. It's time to ground yourself, right? I know you are not group number 3 and you didn't pick this, or maybe you felt kind of connected to the group number 3 as well, because it's saying ground your vision. Saturn being the sign of Capricorn and sidereal, and Jupiter going back and forth until April, and then coming back again in September into the sign of Capricorn, is saying that your hard work will be rewarded, but it doesn't go without dedication. It doesn't go without that commitment. So the Hanged Woman is saying here, put your feet on the ground, ground your visions, actualize it, materialize it. It is time to put action. You've thought about it long enough. Okay, so the growth is that. The Sun in your position of your relationships is that I feel, you know, the Sun is your Atma, it's your soul. So maybe there is a genuine soul connection coming here as well, but there could be a battle of the egos. It could be kind of your personalities clashing or something of that sort. But regardless, I think that this is asking you to establish a healthier relationship with yourself, so that you could step into confidence and self-love. And that way you will attract situations that are good for you in the long run. Okay, it could be relationships with an authority figure, and when I talk relationships, that doesn't just mean romantic, right? So maybe it's something authority figure, or like a father type of energy, or older masculine energy as well. You know, I feel that there are a lot of gains coming through from an older masculine energy here. Them being a teacher or a guide to you, okay? With the World card being here in your spirituality, there is I think you're working on your confidence, all right? That's what I see here. I think that you are learning through your experiences. This is more internal work. You're feeling more confident, and you're listening to your inner guidance more, which is beautiful with the World card being here. And you know, there's a spiritual connection that you feel towards, I would say that you're kind of like discovering a side of yourself that you didn't really know about before, okay? Page of Swords being here in your career, this change, I feel, is self-initiated. You're going to take some sort of an action here, but it's self-initiated. It's not quite like an opportunity that just comes to you. I think it's an opportunity that you meet the universe halfway, okay? Or there's an idea that you have that you're working on that could improve your career, okay, or move your career to the next sort of stage. 8 of Pentacles is what I see for you in terms of you working on your when I talk about health, this is more so in a sense of your spiritual health and, you know, well-being in general. 8 of Pentacles, I see that you're kind of working towards it, but at the same time, you know, just prioritize rest as well. Don't overwork yourself, okay? I'm just going to pull one card for you for 2021, one card. Okay, here we are. Okay, so we have listening, okay? Saturn will move into the nakshatra of Shravana, which is your ear. So listening. You learn a lot from listening, okay? There are maybe clairaudient moments where messages are coming to you through music lyrics, or just in general spoken word, or there's something coming to you with your ear, feeling very sensitive. You're listening to your inner voice, Okay, you're no longer kind of just like judging or moving your life based on security or outside circumstances. You're listening to your inner compass and you're making decisions based on that. But at the same time, I think you are finding more confidence in self-expression. Okay, that's what I see for you here, and it can be really, really healing. I think you're learning a lot in 2021. Maybe you're taking lessons, you're reading more, or you're just educating yourself, and that's beautiful. That's what I see for you in 2021. All right, group number 3, whoever picked the ground Palo Santo, you are purifying your vision, you're purifying your associations, and really going more towards establishing a firm foundation and grounding your visions into reality, and you're actualizing your dreams, right? So you're putting in effort, and your direct effort is being rewarded by you seeing results. But this is all long-term stuff, right? So what this reading is going to consist of 2 parts. First, we're going to pull one card that represents each month for you in 2021. So we're going to go from January to December, and then we're going to put those cards back, and then we're going to look at different aspects of your life, like your spirituality, your career, your relationships, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and what your focus is going to be in 2021. So it might be a bit of a long reading. Actually, I know it might be, it's going to be a long one. So if you want to come back to it, you can leave your timestamp down below, or you know, which choice you have made, 1, 2, or 3, so you remember. You can also take notes if you like. Group number 3, ground. Oh, there's a lot of cards. Okay, group number 3, ground, 2021, month to month. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. There we go, love it. Okay, 10 of Swords, we have Queen of Wands, 4 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, Page of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the Fool card. So as you can see, a lot of pentacle energy. So that's the ground, earthly energy. Maybe you're more focusing on your finances, your investments in life, your health, your home, right? That sort of long-term energy is what I see here. So the year starting off with the Queen of Pentacles in January, as a keyword, I would say that you are working on grounding your visions once again. You're feeling, you know, secure. You're feeling confident, okay? And so this is a beautiful energy because it's very nurturing. What I see for you as the Queen of Pentacles is very, very a fertile ground for you to plant your seeds, okay? So in January, whatever plan you have for the upcoming year, start planting your seeds and taking actions. Is no longer just a time where you're just manifesting, but you're putting in a direct effort and you being rewarded for your effort that you're putting in, right? So the Queen of Pentacles shows me a very nurturing soil. So this is a time for you to really, again, plant those seeds and put your visions into action, okay? February with the 10 of Swords here, there could be some backstabbing energy that I see here. Although to me, it's like it almost had to be done so you see things clearly. Sometimes we make excuses for other people, or even if it's not a person, a situation, we say, oh, you know what, it's okay for the time being, or, you know, maybe their intentions are not this, and blah, blah, blah. And then something comes in and tells us, oh, okay, well, maybe I should have just listened to my intuition, or maybe I should have just paid closer attention to it. So as a caution, the 10 of Swords is telling you in February to not doubt what you think the situation is actually trying to tell you, okay? Really listen to your intuition when it comes to things, and pay attention to the details, you know, dot your I's, cross your T's, whatever they say, right? And maybe there is ending of something you used to believe in, and you're moving into a new belief system here. Okay, maybe there's a new idea coming to you as well, or an opportunity in which it kind of forces you to pick yourself back up again and to go towards a new direction and take action towards it. Queen of Wands shows me in March is that there's some sort of a codependency here. Now, I don't want you to get discouraged here. I do believe that group number 3, you guys pick the ground because you need to listen to yourself more. You need to ground your visions. It is no longer time to just sit and wait, but to really take action towards your dreams, okay? Because what I see for you here is that there's a lot of abundance in blessings coming your way, but it is not just out of nowhere. As I keep mentioning time and time again, it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to find confidence. It's time to invest in yourself and invest in your dreams and your future. It's time to do something, make a change that is long lasting, okay? And commit to something. It's about commitment for your security. So the Queen of Wands kind of shows me that you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your power. There is a lack of confidence here with in March. Maybe you feel a little still codependent on something. Maybe you don't really believe that whatever it is that you're passionate about can be fruitful. Okay. 4 of Wands shows me though in April that you are deciding to commit to something. I see a celebration coming to you in April. I see deep roots. So this is about your family. This is about an investment. This is about your health. This is about just in general a celebration of your of how far you have come. So this is about connection to your family, your ancestors, your roots, right? And really planting your visions into the ground, like deep roots, right? It's unwavering. Something that is solid here with the 4 of Wands. It could be a connection here as well. 2 of Pentacles in May. I see there's a need for you to reflect in order for you to make some decisions in your life. So it's time of reflection so that you can make a decision. Okay. 5 of Cups shows me that in June that there is a change coming. I see either a sudden change or unexpected change, or just in general a change coming to you to realign you with your path. So in the time it might feel kind of sad, or you might kind of not feel so good about it, right? Because the 5 of Cups is someone who's kind of stuck in the past. So you might still feel there's strings attached to this. But at the same time, it is a divine intervention. It's a change coming to you for your highest good, so that you can get closer to your desired outcome, or I shouldn't say desired outcome, because sometimes we want things, but it's not for the best of us. So the divine intervention happens for our highest good. So don't forget that. Whatever you might experience in June might bring about some great change in your life. 5 of Cups also is asking you to express your emotions. So whatever you got to do to express your emotions, right? Writing. This is your throat chakra. So creativity, whatever you got to do in that sense, right? There might be some change coming to you, but you will get through this stronger and better than ever. 4 of Pentacles, and don't get discouraged. You're like, oh my God, Anza, you're scaring me about 2021. No, we all go through the 5 of Cups at one time during the year, right? I mean, listen, in 2020, I feel the whole year was like a 5 of Cups for me. My God, honestly, I could go on and on. But the 4 of Pentacles in July shows me that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. Now, 4 of Pentacles, be mindful of your expenses, okay? Don't get overly enthusiastic and you just kind of spend left and right, or you make decisions that are not really secure or whatever. 4 of Pentacles kind of shows you that you got to let loose, but at the same time, don't, let too loose to the point that you regret your decisions or your investments later on. Okay, so it's all in the balance. That's why I feel the Four of Pentacles is here holding like a scale in this particular version of the tarot, because it's saying it's all in the balance. You know, you don't want to put too much of a stress or burden on yourself to where you're kind of stressed the F out, but at the same time, you know, you don't want to hold yourself back from trying something new, investing in yourself or whatever. So be careful with your finances. 8 of Swords in August, I believe. Yeah, that's August. Is that I feel there is a lack of movement of some sort. Okay? There's a lack of movement of some sort. There's some noises going on outside. Yeah. And I don't know why. Maybe there's some kind of something, maybe there's anxiety or stress or something of that sort that's preventing some sort of movement. Page of Swords for September is that there's a new idea coming to you, or a communication, or there's like a new belief or interest that you have. And sorry, the door is opening. And I believe, you know, there's something here that you're interested in. So it could be a hobby or interest in general. 9 of Pentacles for October. What I see for you is kind of patience and perseverance, okay? Just hold on a little bit longer. You will see the results. If you are not seeing the desired results in October, just know, keep going. Everything is going to be fine. You will start to see it, right? A tree doesn't grow overnight. Okay, just be mindful of that. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. But at the same time, I believe you guys pick the ground because there is a need for you to believe in yourself. There's a need for you to ground your visions and to materialize things. And to know that it doesn't happen overnight, but at the same time, you will be very thankful that you decided to believe in yourself. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, again, kind of shows me the same type of deal of in October, to where I think it's more internal. Like you're telling yourself that, okay, I believe in this. If I believe in this, I'm going to stay a little longer. I'm going to, you know, really put more love and effort and care into it. In December, I think you're going to take a leap of faith. You're going to take initiative towards something with optimism. And I love this because it's like you are building from the ground up. So it might take a whole year for you to see any type of result. It might be that, you know, it might take a whole year for you to kind of believe in yourself. And then finally, towards the end of the year, you're making the leap of faith. Whatever it is, it will be a year where you're going to experience a lot. But these are all experiences that are going to help you grow. Okay, and then now we're going to take a look at each aspect of 2021 for you. Self-doubt is not going to serve you in 2021. Okay, it's all about planning, being practical, and following through with your plans. All right, here we go. 2021 for ground, Palo Santo. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups, we have the 8 of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Fates, okay, and then the 10 of Cups, 7 of Wands, the Chariot, the Five of Swords, and finally the Four of Cups. All right, so what do we see for you here? So as a sign for 2020, the card Seven of Cups represents the 2020 energy for you. What I feel is that you had to do a lot of work on yourself. You had to work a lot on your spirituality. There was a lot of spiritual transformations, emotional associations that you felt that you had to reflect on. There was a lot of spiritual growth, and therefore may have caused a little bit of a detachment from certain areas of your life. But the Eight of Cups shows me that in 2021, you're walking away from something. But I think it will be something that I feel may come at a later time in 2021. You might have to work towards this graduation. You're moving away from something that I feel you have accomplished. There's no longer anything you have left to learn from this situation. And so there is a emotional transformation and a new journey you're going to go on. But first you have to realize that it all comes from experience, and it all comes from you realizing that this situation no longer offers you growth. And so you're kind of detaching emotionally from it in order to go into this next new journey. So 2021 for you guys will incite a lot of transformation and a lot of endings and beginnings you might go through, okay? I don't want you guys to feel discouraged here. This is a general reading. But I believe there's a lot of things that need to be let go of in 2021. Ace of Wands here is talking about the focus here. So you're focusing more on an internal level, the things that you are passionate about, inner growth. Okay, that's all things that you're focusing on here. Queen of Wands here in the position of your obstacle is your sense of independence. Okay. And the Queen of Wands is an extremely independent individual, right? This is a person who's not codependent on anything, okay, for lack of a better word. So what this is saying is this is you walking into your own leadership qualities, you working on your own empowerment, your growth, the things that you're passionate about, walking into foreign territories, things you've never tried before, but that are going to empower you and help you grow. So the Queen of Wands is an obstacle, is saying maybe at times you feel a little codependent to something. That's okay. We're all codependent to something at the end of the day, right? But in order for you to have this spiritual development and transformation, it may detach you from certain situations that are not helping you grow, like period. So there's some divine intervention that's going to come in to disrupt the pattern, to make you realize you are powerful to take charge of your own life, that you don't need to stay stagnant in your comfort zone. You need to constantly grow as a soul. In certain situations you have outgrown. That is why the Eight of Cups is there is a card to represent 2021 for you. So yeah, there's like a graduation, moving away from something that is making you doubt your own power. So you're realizing your own power, but at the same time, it might be a little uncomfortable. Knight of Pentacles, here is a lesson, okay, is that you can no longer wait. Something is so slow, so stagnant, and you're just like, so, you know, let's take a breather here, because I feel like some of you guys are saying, oh my God, I don't like the sound of 2021. But I really believe, you guys, you're walking into your own power. And it is scary as all hell, right? Sometimes. And the Knight of Pentacles, I think you have been waiting on something to change in your external circumstance, but it's not going to change. Therefore, you're realizing I've waited long enough. I've been patient long enough. And now I need to take the initiative necessary to move this thing, to get this thing moving, to get this thing going. So it is a self-initiated change that you're going to have to make. Nothing outside of you is going to help this situation but yourself. Okay? So you're deciding to make a change here. The Fates is here, and it's very supportive of that change, because the Fates is the Wheel of Fortune, is saying that there's expansion coming into your life. Your luck is turning. Things are moving in the direction of what is of your highest good. You know, but at the same time, it forces you to become more philosophical and spiritual with your approach. Not so much in a way that is visible to the eye, but there is some sort of alignment and enlightenment that you're also coming into. Realizing that, you know what, I feel spiritually guided to expand in areas of my life and to expand outside of my comfort zone. So the Fates, as a Wheel of Fortune, is saying your luck is turning, things are coming into movement, and there's expansion coming into your life, and there's a lot of learning that you're going to do. Okay, but there's movement here as well that is offering a lot of blessings. Okay, but it doesn't go without you taking the initiative, you kind of getting the wheel moving. So you kind of have to, you know, when you're sitting at like a Wheel of Fortune, which is my favorite like machine at the casino if I ever go, is that you have to push the button. You got to put the money in, you got to push the button. So it is self-initiated. You have to take the action. Then it gets the wheel moving and spinning. And it takes you to directions that offer you just a lot of expansion and blessings in your life. But you got to take that first step, right? I feel like I'm repeating myself. But the growth here is the Ten of Cups. Now, Ten of Cups to me is a very much satisfactory environment. You're kind of very happy. You're sitting back and observing your environment, and you're kind of really happy about where it is. When it's reversed, it shows me that what once gave you this joy and happiness, you no longer feel that it's for you anymore. You've outgrown it. And I'm sorry if I keep saying this, but I feel like you have outgrown a situation and you're leveling up in life and you have to kind of move forward, right? You've squeezed all the juice there is to squeeze out of this situation. And now you have to believe in yourself that you can create magic in your life, that you can really be independent and powerful. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be lonely, okay? That's not what I see at all. It means you got to believe in yourself. It means you got to take that action. So the Ten of Cups, to me, it shows me that as growth is that you're feeling gratitude for your current status. You're feeling very happy in your environment, but you also know that there's more hunger you have towards bettering your situation, okay? Seven of Wands, to me, in your relationship shows me relationship can be romantic or platonic, all kinds of relationship we're talking about here, friendship, family, all that kind of stuff, is that, again, I feel it is preventing you from focusing on something, okay? I don't want you guys to get discouraged. I'm going to keep repeating. It's a general reading, but I feel that there are associations that you're going to cut ties with, because you know that it's distracting you from your highest purpose. Now, if it is a good relationship and you're happy with it, if you're really genuinely honest with yourself right now, and it really honestly is a happy relationship, and you know it's a healthy relationship, then don't worry about it. It doesn't mean that that's going to go bad. Now, if you're being dishonest, okay, or if you're kind of distracting yourself from some problems, then you will realize that, you know what, it's kind of an obstacle. This is a distraction to me, and I got to move forward because it's distracting me from what I need to be doing in my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what you feel is genuinely happening at this moment, okay? Oh, I know some people are not going to like this reading, but again, it's divine intervention. It's happening for your highest good. So the Seven of Wands shows me that there are some burdens here in your relationship that are no longer you're no longer willing to put up with, okay? And the Chariot here in your spirituality shows me that there's movement here. There's a balance of the masculine and the feminine. You know, you are in the driver's seat of your vehicle, and spiritually there's like a hunger and drive to move forward and to find balance, okay? And to listen to your intuition more. The Chariot is the moon, so you're nurturing your spiritual needs, you're listening to your inner voice more, you're feeling more in alignment, and there's some movement happening and transformation happening in your spirituality, but it's for the best because you feel empowered, okay? You are the driver of this vehicle. The Five of Swords in your career shows me that there is a change, okay? To put it bluntly, I feel in your career, again, it is no longer helping you grow. There is a change that you have kind of manifested. You may not think that this is the change at this moment, but when you look back and reflect on it, you'll say, okay, that's the moment that everything sort of changed. So I feel that your career is going to go through a great change, okay? Four of Cups here. In the position of your overall like spiritual health and well-being, I see here that there is great balance, okay? Great balance here in your spiritual health. I think that you're making some good decisions for your emotional and mental health as well. Let's pull one card that represents 2021 for you. There's a lot of cards. I'll put these back and pull one card for whoever picked ground. One card. There we go. Okay, inner strength. Beautiful. And it's also the number 14, which goes down to the number 5, which is your self-expression, your throat chakra, your creativity, you know, your belief system, all of that, the way that you express yourself to the world. Inner strength, it's asking you to tap into your inner strength, your inner knowing, and to use that as a compass to guide you to where you need to go. And a lot of moments in 2021 will ask you to rely on your inner strength and know that you will persevere, that you have the strength necessary to get you out of the situation, get you through the situation, okay? So listen to that and know that you are strong enough, okay? So it's all about coming into your own power. That's what I see for you in 2021. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.